Lacey and Scott, are you guys ready to put on your core member shoes?
Oh yeah.
Let's get them on.
Yeah, okay.
I hope
We're
they're
actually going to put
comfortable.
on 4 member shoes. Okay, great. I want to choose these. Great.
All right, so we are getting ready to walk the journey of round 0 in core member shoes. For those of you who didn't get the memo to bring an extra pair, it's okay. We've got a character for you to play too. But here's what we're going to do in this session. So if you look up here, draw your eyes to the orange. We're going to focus on a couple of things. First, where we're headed in round 0. So we're going to spend time norming ourselves on a very vivid picture of what success would look like for core members in round 0. And that will help you consider the vision, targets, and benchmarks that you've laid out in your plan. Then, we're going to focus on how you'll get there. So we'll look at the scope and sequence for core members, think about the way it was designed to get to that ideal outcome, and that will give you a chance for planning time to go back and look at your calendar and think about whether it's actually going to work. So here's how we're going to do it. Scott and Felicia have on core member shoes, and I'll put mine on in a minute. You guys all have grab bags on your table called Blue Core Member Eyes. And I want you each to draw out a character that you'll be playing throughout the rest of this session.
Actually, Fred. Yeah. No, well, it wasn't an Oscar. Fred.
Too early in the morning.
All right. Now that you've got your character, for the next 3.5 hours, you are this core member. For those of you who have been through a couple of round 0s in your life, you may want a challenge, and you may want a second core member. If so, I encourage you to pick someone that you can remember from your region last year who had a particularly tough time with round 0. Or if you want another challenge, you could also walk through the shoes of a second-year core member as well. So you're taking both journeys, first year and second year. But this is the person whose perspective you should bring to the rest of the walk that we're going to take this morning, thinking about what success would look like and what is likely to be hard for this particular core member in the situations that you encounter. So here's what we're going to do in the session. We're going to start off, like I said, with outcomes. What concretely does it look like? Then we're going to walk through each phase of round 0. And at each major phase, we're going to do 3 things. First, we're just going to again norm ourselves on what we would want our core members to be believing, what we want them to know, what we want them to do. Then we're going to identify the reasons why they might not get there, the pitfalls that they might fall into. And when we've identified our list, we're going to prioritize those things. So we'll look at what success would look like, we'll think about the ways it could go wrong, and then we'll prioritize the pitfalls that are most likely and the ones that would be most consequential. So at the very end of the session, we can take about 45 minutes in tables to problem solve around those common pitfalls. So before we get started, take 30 seconds, close your eyes, imagine you are this core member, you just finished Institute. What are you thinking? What do you feel? All right, now in these shoes, Scott can go ahead and kick us off by taking a look at round 0 outcomes.
All right, y'all. Good morning. What are our outcomes for round 0? This is a little pop quiz for you around CM effectiveness. Can someone tell me what our target for CM effectiveness is? Super easy. Yes, progress known. All right, that's excellent. And what about the benchmark for CM effectiveness? What is that?
Unit 1 ready.
Unit 1 ready. All right, everyone's getting this. Here's the double bonus question. What does it take for a core member to be Unit 1 ready? Who wants to be bold and say, here's what it takes for a core member to be Unit 1 ready? Some memories are kicking in. What the hell was that last year? I'm trying to remember. Okay, so anyone? Yeah, oh great, yeah, please.
They need to have an assessment at the good enough bar, a unit plan that aligns to that, a tracker that goes with it, a draft long-term plan, and a draft big goal with a summative name.
Okay, almost. That was very. Thank you for making the attempt. You got all plus more. What we're looking for actually. So just to reiterate, it's the same as last year, y'all. And I know people haven't really been thinking about this, so don't worry about it. But I just wanted to bring it up. It is a draft big goal, a unit plan, a unit assessment, and a tracker that's set up. That makes a core member Unit 1 ready. The long-term plan and summative is something they should do, and we're going to help them do it, but Unit 1 ready is those 4 pieces. Okay, great. You all passed the quiz, or you're going to go back and study some more. So let's think about some of our other goal areas with retention. Obviously, we want to keep as many core members as we can. The benchmark for retention, y'all, is that 100% of risk levels are accurately identified by the end of the 4th week of round 0. That's the national benchmark. You guys in your regions may have it after the 2nd week or 3rd week or whatever. The drop dead date is that no later than the 4th week, every region will know accurately the risk levels of every core member in the region. We talked about core strength and how that's going to be rolled out next year in terms of our outcomes, and then staff satisfaction is going to be the same. It's our OSM results from November. Great. Okay. So these are like the hard targets. But as we talked about last year, there's really like a story, a qualitative piece to this that brings these targets to life. So what I want you to do is spend 2 minutes thinking about your core members. So you are that core member. What do you want to be thinking, feeling, saying at the end of round 0 if round 0 is successful for you? So literally take 2 minutes, write down, here's what I would be thinking, feeling, and saying at the end of round 0 if it was a success for me.